This tutorial is to create a very basic banner ad from start to finish. So I'm going to start off by logging into my account. Now, once I've logged into the account, I am on the campaign listing page. Now, I will go ahead and create a new campaign. So I'm just going to name this a demo. I'm just going to choose a travel, and I'm going to create the campaign. Now, the campaign that I just created, demo, has been created and it's showing me the ads within that campaign. Now, because I've just created the campaign, there are no ads. I'm going to set up the first ad. So I'm going to click on create new ad. Now, I've named it as Test iBibo. I am making the ad for a phone, and I am making a banner, a basic banner ad, which means that when clicked it would go to an external URL and not a full screen expandable ad when the banner is clicked. And I also choose for it to be in the responsive mode so that wherever the ad is rendered, it will render in the best possible way in the available area. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on create ad. Alright, now the canvas is opened up. Now I've got a blank canvas. If I open up the page, because it's just a banner ad, there is just banner, and I am on page 1. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull in some of the images that I need. So I've got these images that I had pulled into the library. I've pulled all of that in, so if I just check the layer panel, you can see that I've got these 5 images pulled in. So I'm just going to separate that for the moment. So I've gone ahead and made the arrangements of the images. So let's say this is how I want the arrangement to be. Now the next thing I need to do is I need to go ahead and set up the animations. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give some very basic animations. So for the logo element, what I want is I want it to slide in. So I wanted to do in 0.5. I'm not choosing to put a delay, and I want it to come in from the left. I will choose a bounce ease type, saying OK. Just going to preview that. So yes. Now for these icons, I would want it to slide in from the top. So just chosen slide in, and out here I would choose from the top, and I'm actually just going to choose bounce out here, and for the logo I'm just going to choose ease in, so that it would enter at a certain speed and then start slowing down. Now I've set up the animations for the logo, this icon. I'm just gonna set this one up. Same thing, just that I want it to come from the bottom. Okay, and this one, I'm just gonna set that up for top again. Bounce. Let me give this a bounce as well. Right. And for the button, I will want it to, let's say, fade in after a delay of about 0.5. what that means is that all these animations, I'm just going to open it to show it, by default have after previous, which means that first the logo will slide in, then we'd have each of these three icons sliding in one after the other, and then this button would fade in after this animation happens, which is to the icon called bus, and with a delay of about 0.5 seconds after that. So I'm just going to save this, and I'm going to preview this. So you can see that's the animation that has been set up. Now let's say I'm fine with this animation. Now what I want to do is set a touch area. Now what I can do is I can actually just go ahead and give the action, which is go to the landing page when this button is clicked, but it's always a good habit to put a touch area, which is actually a transparent button. So what we can do is we can just place the button. Now because I've pulled that in last, that's the element that's there on the top. Now what I'm going to do is I do not want any of the user clicks to be wasted, so instead of pinpointing on this button, I've given the entire banner a touch area, which means that if the user touches any part of this banner, we can fire an action. So now the touch area is selected. I'm just going to go to the actions panel for that touch area. By default the event is none. I choose to put that as click. So when the touch area is clicked, I will choose an action, which is go to URL, and I've keyed in the URL and I'm doing OK. So that action has been set up. Now I'm gonna save that and I'll preview that. Now even if I click out here, you can see that the URL has been called. Now so the ad's ready, and now what I need to do is I will publish the ad first, and then I'll just go ahead and generate the ad code. So let's say I want it for the Bonsai network, so I've selected that, and then I just go ahead and click on generate tag. So I've got the tag out here. I will just copy it to the clipboard, and then I've got an indication that it's been copied. I'll just go ahead and then mail it out to the required networks.